Palat arpeu Ngut ki briu kila yap badda ki Spah ki wei pat kila Mynsaw habalaptei ka Jingïakhih pajba ha Nepal ha kini ki sngi baladem ki pajba kila mi sha surok kila tor Pyrshah ya ki bor sipai ki bor sarkar kadaw kalong hadin baka sarkar kalakhang ya ki babun ki social media sites ki bather ya ki kam Bamsap jong ki bor sarkar ki noyalam jong ka Jingïakhih kila ong bakamdei ka Jingïakhih ban Pyrshah ya ka jingkhang ya ki social media hinrei ka Jingïakhih Pyrshah ya ka jing Bamsap daki badon ha kabor.
Namaste. I'm making this video to draw your attention to an ongoing issue that is happening in my country, Nepal. And no, it is not the social media ban protests, as many international medias are claiming. It is actually the anti-corruption movement led by the Gen Z. Something that began as peaceful demonstrations across the country ended up becoming a heartbreaking tragedy for the entire nation because today the blood of 16 innocent people stained the land of my country. Students dressed in school uniforms, even the minors, were shot, hundreds were injured, and even the hospitals were stormed into and the survivors were attacked. This needs urgent attention. We need help. And this is my sincere request to each and every one of you to reach out to any human rights organizations that you know. Email them, tag them, use the hashtags, reach out to the international media. Let's amplify our voices because this is not done. This is a severe violation of the international human rights and is considered as a criminal offense. So it should not be tolerated. I can't even express my emotions properly right now because I'm in utter disbelief after returning back from the protest area. We were there on the streets with big dreams and high hopes for a better tomorrow. But it breaks my heart to say that some of us don't even have a tomorrow.
I'm making this video in English because the whole world needs to hear this. Right now, Nepal is witnessing one of the largest protests in its history led by Gen Z, the young people of our country, standing against decades of corruption. But today, something horrifying happened. In just 5 hours, the Nepalese government killed over 20 innocent children. Some of them were only 13 or 14 years old, still in their school uniforms. They were not rioters, they were not criminals, they were children demanding a better future. I want to make one thing clear, this protest is not about a social media ban. That's the lie being spread by politicians and some media. This movement is about decades of corruption, bribery and a system where every Nepali is forced to pay under the table just to get our basic services done. Our taxes, the money of hardworking Nepalese citizens are stolen to fund the luxurious lifestyle of politicians and their children. And today, these same leaders crossed the final line by ordering bullets to be fired at school children. This is a violation of international human rights and a crime against humanity. The names of these murderers are not hidden. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak and all of their political allies have blood on their hands. We don't just demand their resignation, we demand justice. They must be arrested and jailed for life. We, the people of Nepal, say enough blood has been shed, enough lives have been lost. These corrupt old politicians cannot be allowed to rule anymore. It's time for them to step aside and let a new generation lead Nepal towards honesty, dignity and freedom.